So it seems like everybody's trying to make the case that maybe we drafted the wrong wide receiver in the first round this past draft. That Jalen Reagor was literally just all speed, and we literally drafted the wrong guy. Justin Jefferson was that guy that we could have drafted this past draft. A lot of people said before the draft that Justin Jefferson couldn't play outside. He was just a slot receiver. Well, this guy has 762 yards receiving, 18.3 yards per reception, tied with DK Metcalf, second place, 6.6 yards after catch per reception, fourth in the league, 3 touchdowns, tied for 28, 2 drops for the year for Justin Jefferson. Okay? I didn't care who we got in this draft. I just wanted one of these good wide receivers, and Justin Jefferson wasn't really on my list at all. And I like Jalen Reagor a lot more because of just how much more he could do. Unfortunately, how can you Eagles fans count this year for Jalen Reagor? I mean, it's embarrassing. This whole offense is embarrassing. The Vikings offense any team's offense looks better than our offense right now. Okay? Justin Jefferson has worked out perfectly. 762 yards for the year for him, playing like a monster. Reagor only has 21 targets this year. He's missed 5 games already. 12 receptions, 159 yards, 13.3 yards per reception, 4.5 yards after catch per reception, 1 touchdown, and 1 drop. Okay? How can I count these stats this year? Doug doesn't even know how to use these receivers. Doug even said it at his press conference today that he's going to start dialing up plays to get Carson Wentz out of the pocket. I mean, are you hearing this right now? I mean, I'm not even kidding. Are you hearing this right now? It's just ridiculous. This is what happened. What happened was when Reagor started not producing on the field, obviously he's missed 5 games, but when he wasn't producing, everyone was like, oh, we should have drafted Justin Jefferson. This is why I can't stand this Eagles fan base, because the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside pick, I understand that 100%, but we haven't even seen the full potential of Jalen Reagor yet. I mean, absolutely nothing with this offense. Could I even count this year as a statistical year for Jalen Reagor or any of these players in this offense because of just how Doug is dialing up these plays and with these offensive assistants and how dysfunctional this offense is right now? Justin Jefferson, good for him. One of my good buddies, Colton, is a Vikings fan, was talking about this with me yesterday. Said, I didn't think Justin Jefferson was going to be this good. I said, yeah, he's very good. Line him up inside, line him up outside. You could do pretty much anything you want with him. He's got really good speed. But the thing is, though, I really hope to God that they didn't, obviously they drafted Jalen Reagor because he's just speed. And there's some rumors out there on Twitter. Obviously, guys are doing some tape and everything like that on Jalen Reagor's route running. And it's not good. It doesn't look good. It's very sloppy. It's not good. I mean, there's a lot of people doing video on it, which I've watched a few things already. And, I can't even count. How can I count this year? How can I count any of these players? How can I sit there and give a valuation of any of these players with, number one, they're not getting thrown to. Number two, it's poor choice decision by the quarterback. Number three, it's bad play calling, bad scheme, just bad everything with the head coach right now with this offense. How can I even count any of these statistics for any of these players on the field right now? I just can't give an evaluation for Jalen Reagor. Has he played great? No, but he's missed 5 games. Comes back, barely getting the ball thrown to him. He's got 150-something yards for the year. That's it. He came back for that Cowboys game. He had 16 yards. That was it. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion. That was it. Okay? I hate this fan base because sometimes... How can you blame some of these players, like especially some of these wide receivers? How can you blame? Look, he's missed 5 games. I understand that, but how can you blame like some of these players like personally, and see how this offense is actually run the way it's been running this whole time? I mean, how can you be so just stupid and do that? I don't get it. I just don't get it at this point in time. I really don't. I don't get it. I'll never get it. Justin Jefferson is in a better situation. He's in a better. Let me tell you something. This is why we let go of players that we think they're bad players and they thrive elsewhere. You know why? Because we're missing opportunity on players. Number two, these guys that left are playing better somewhere else because we have such a dysfunctional front office, dysfunctional everything in this front office between the coaching staff to the top of the crop, okay, of the organization. This is why L.J. Fort can play somewhere else. That's why Steph Wisniewski can play somewhere else. That's why Sidney Jones is actually playing pretty good. Not as a first-round pick, but he's playing good. That's why Rasul Douglas is playing good somewhere else. Because you know what? These guys can't coach. These guys need to make massive changes. It doesn't matter if we drafted DK Metcalf, if we drafted Justin Jefferson, they wouldn't be playing good regardless because our quarterback isn't playing good, because our scheme and our play calling isn't good. With all of that combined, you ain't going to make Justin Jefferson anything on this team. You ain't going to make DK Metcalf anything on this team. Are you kidding me right now? You're kidding. It's a joke. So for all the Eagles fans that say, "Oh, we should have drafted Justin Jefferson," like give me a damn break. Honestly, at this point, come on now, let's wake up, smell the coffee a little bit, okay? Because after week one, when I said there was the issue with this offense, Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, everyone thought I was crazy. Everyone thought I was crazy after that first game. No, I'm not. And it's been the exact same since that first week. The exact same. As much as we want DK Metcalf here, guess what? He probably wouldn't play well. Because look how bad this is. It's bad. That's all I got to say.